Recipe of your channel. My name is Martin. I hope you have a great day. Today we will make a very traditional Chinese, it's called 梅food, 主食. Usually it's kind of like rice. If you don't eat rice, you will eat this it's kind of Chinese bread. Go with this bread, go with a Chinese dish. So its English name is called steamed bun. The main ingredient we need wheat flour, all-purpose unbleached flour. Those kind, any brand is okay. Just this kind, it's my favorite. I love to use this kind of wheat flour because it tastes a lot better. More like Chinese wheat flour. And we need the yeast. And besides that, we need a steamer. Those steamers, this kind of steamers, you can use it and match it with the pot. This pot you use, this kind of pot you use. So those, you will put it like on the top, and then you put it the stuff you steam it and cover it, and then steam it. If you don't have this kind of stuff, this you can buy from the IKEA. IKEA, they have those, it's good quality. If you don't have that one, you can use this. My wife bought me from Mir. You also can use it. You can put it in, add the water and put it in. Another water not over this steamer, and then you can put the bun on it, then cover it, steam it, cook it. So this is the main equipment, cooking tool. And the main ingredient we need for this food. Okay, we prepare the yeast. This is the yeast, and brand is okay yeast, and we get one teaspoon of yeast. This is the plain sugar. We add 1 tablespoon plain sugar to it. This is the warm water. We add a half cup warm water to it, and we just mix it. Okay, we just leave the yeast here. Let the yeast to become active. We just put it here probably for 5 to 10 minutes. Then we check it. After 5 minutes, we check the yeast, and we see a lot of foam. Means this yeast is active, it's not dead yeast. So it's already rise up, a lot of foam. So we will add this yeast to our wheat flour to make a rice dough. Okay, we make our dough and rice dough. We add 6 cups of wheat flour to this mixing pot. 6. So we get a chopstick and we add the yeast into the wheat flour. Rest the yeast. Then go to one direction to mix it. We add another half cup of water into this bowl, and we rinse this bowl, the yeast, to make sure all the yeast and we add another 1 cup of water and to this bowl to rinse the yeast again. This is warm water, just not very hot, it's warm. Because the warm water makes this dough ferment fast. If you use a cold temp water, well, it takes a long time to let the dough to rise up. So I use warm water to it. Just don't add the water all in it once. Just add it, slowly add it to it on the dry wheat flour, so let it form the dough. So right now we already add 2 cup water into it. We include the water used to raise the yeast. So right now we use a hand to do it because right now the dough becomes sticky. So we use a hand to do it, to roll the dough. Remember to wash your hands very clean. Don't have dirt. You don't want to eat some dirt in your dough. So just use the hand to roll it. So let it start to form a dough and okay, the most of the wheat flour already from the dough we add. There's still some not sticking to each other. We add a 1/4 cup of water, the warm water, just to let it stick to each other. When we make the bread, we want the dough be soft. So we totally use the 2 cup and a 1/4 cup of warm water, include the yeast. So try to get all the wheat flour dough from the pot. So after you roll it, the pot should be clear. You can use the hand to get the wheat flour on the pot, just scratch it, let it fall out from the pot, and keep rolling to the dough. Our hand, we just get the dough on our hand and out in the pot. So this dough will be used a lot of times. When we make balls next time, we use this dough. So I want to make, next time I want to record the dough, how to make this dough. Just use it, make it. We just let it stay there for, 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Then we roll again. The good dough is that the pot is clear, your hand is clear, the dough surface is mostly smooth. This is 3 clear. Okay, after 5 minutes, we roll this dough and make it more smooth. So just roll it and try to get all the wheat flour off the pot. Make the pot clear. Just make it the pot is get all the wheat flour on the pot, and just scratch it off. So make sure the pot is clear. Okay, this dough is the surface is smooth, and then we just leave it here and let it ferment over 1 hour. Then we check it. After 1 hour, we check the dough. You can see the dough is rise up. And then we can use a knife to cut the dough to see the inside of dough. You can see the dough, there's a lot of airs in the dough. That means this dough is ready, so we can use this dough to make our steamed bun. Okay. Right now we just roll the dough again. There's some dough stick to the pot, so we roll the stick part and into the okay, now to be clear, and we leave the dough here, we use it. Okay, we cut a piece of dough. Cut one third of the dough. We can roll it on this cutting board. If your dough is too sticky, you can use the wheat flour. Add a little wheat flour on the cutting board and roll the dough. After you roll the dough, you can just make the dough become long, like this. Okay, now we cut the dough to 1, 2, just this big, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get a post and get a wheat flour, so they won't stick to each other. Okay. Now what we do to this one, just make it flat. To use a roller, you can use any roller, it's okay. We just roll this dough. Try to make it be a circle, so you just turn the dough to roll it, so it will be a circle. And then we brush the oil on it. Because this is a water lily bread steamed bun. Steamed bun has a lot of different shape. This is the one kind of make it. We just like this. Just fold it like this. This is the steamer. We put a non-stick oil on it. This is a non-stick oil. We spray the non-stick oil so they won't. Then we put one of steamer, the water lily bread on it. Then we do another one. Okay, we cut one. We use that one. Cut one more piece of dough. Cut half. Leave half there. This dough we will make a different bread. Make a very easy bread. We just roast it, roll it. Then we just make it roll it. Make it very long. Just roll it. You don't need to roll very hard. Just slowly let it roll it. Okay. Then this dough, what do? We just cut it. 1, 2. Cut this big. 3, 4, then 5, 6. Then we get then we make the wheat flour, make the dough, put a non-stick oil on it, and then we just put this on in the pot like this. This was very easy or simple dough. We just put it there. Okay. This is the last piece for the rest of the dough. We get it, then we roll it. So we just roll it, make it long. Roll it. If too sticky, you put some wheat flour on it. This one fits good. So we cut to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then this way we add a little flour to it. So it won't stick to each other. Okay, what do? We just roll it. You see, we roll it and put the side into the middle and roll it. roll it, keep roll it, keep roll it, keep roll it. Okay, then lift up and just then like this. So it will be a round ball, round bun, like this. Roll it, roll it. Put the side to the middle. Put the side to the middle. Put the side to the middle. Keep doing this. Put the side to the middle. Then use the one hand to roll it. Then you just do like this to roll it. So it'll be another dough. Then we do another one. Do the same thing. The side of the dough, we first push it flat, then put the side to the middle. Then push it, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it. Yeah, do this. So then we just do like this. So there'll be another dough. Put it in just in the steamer. Just when you put it, don't let them stick to too close to each other. Still have space. This one you can find some space for it, but don't let them too close to each other. So still have space between distance between each other. Then right now what do? We put this this bread, the dough and cover it. Let it stay in the pot for I think for 15 to 20 minutes. So let the dough to rise up. Then we'll steam it, cook it. Add 7 cups of water to the pot. We use this pot to steam it. This is our what lady leaf bread. It's already rise up, and we just put it on. So the steam and the pot, the water still have much distance. So the water can't go through this steamer. So we just use steamer cook it, not the water to boil this bread. So when you add the water, you need to be very careful. This is the other pot of bread, and there's another pot of bread. This is another pot of bread. This pot, this steamer, we put our meat into it. This is meat. We put it into this, and put it here, and we cover the lid. Okay. We turn the stove, high fire, and when the steam come out from the top paste, and keep coming out of the big steam out of the edge of the lid and the steamer, then we make sure all the steamer and connected to each other really good, sealed really good. So make sure the steam can go up and come from the edge. The big steam come out from the edge. They count the time for 30 minutes. The bun and the meat are supposed to be cooked. Now you can see on the top steamer lid, and the steam and constantly pump out from the edge of the lid and between lid and the steamer. So right now that means the steam already goes through the whole steamer. The steam already goes through the whole steamer right now, and we counter for 30 minutes. Then this the meat and the steam bun will be cooked. After steaming and come out the top and cook it for 30 minutes, we will check the steamed bun and the not check, which is the steamed bun and meat are cooked. We just get it out. Just wear a glove. Okay. Okay, careful. We get the bread out like you see. This is our bread. Let it cool down. This is our bread. Let it cool down. Okay. This is another bread. Let it cool down. We turn off the stove. Okay. We'll put it. Let it cool down. This is our one bread look like. Steamed bread look like. We just try to tend to make it so don't stick. Let it stick to each other. So we let it cool down. So you can use stuff to move the bread. Don't let it stick to steamer. So another bread, once it's cooled down and you can eat it. The bread can eat it with any Chinese dishes like rice, like you eat rice. So this bread go with like a rice, it go with any Chinese dishes.